All right, just as some review for the test on Monday, I'm going to go over one problem from each of the pages just by walking through it. So we're going to start with on the second page. We're not going to do that top section. We're going to do find the inverse of the following functions. And the one I'm going to do right here is k of x. So we're going to find the inverse of k of x. The first two steps we need to do is call k of x y, and then flip our x and our y. And I've done it before. What we're going to do is just skip through those first two steps. And the important thing to note here is that this logarithm has a base of 1/2, and its argument is 3y. So all of these parts belong with the logarithm. The plus 1 does not. So the first thing you're going to have to do is subtract 1 from both sides, so that you'll have x minus 1 equals log base 1/2 of 3y. And now, since everything that you have on this side has to do with the logarithm, it's all one piece, you've got to rip it apart and get this base over to that side. And when you do that, and when 1/2 becomes your base over here, make sure that you add parentheses to show that the x minus 1 doesn't just apply to the numerator, but to both the numerator and the denominator. And then on this side, the log is going to disappear, so all you'll have left is 3y. The last thing you'll need to do is just divide by 3 to get y by itself. So you'll have 1/2 to the x minus 1 power over 3, and instead of calling it y, you're going to have to call it k inverse of x. All right, so that's just a quick example there of how to take a logarithm, and when you find its inverse, you're going to end up with an exponential. Remember, if we're starting with a logarithm, our inverse will be an exponential, and vice versa.